Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football, where I review last week's games and preview the upcoming games. So, where do we start? Last week, let's go through all the fixtures then. So my pick, I predicted a 2-2 draw for Everton and West Ham, and Everton won 2-0. Bit surprised by that because I thought West Ham were quite good, usually quite good. Pellegrini, good manager. I do rate Pellegrini. And I think with Everton winning, I think all they've just done is bought Marco Silva time. I don't think he's the right man for Everton, but let's see how it goes. Bournemouth, Norwich, one game which I expected to be guaranteed of goals, as I predicted 3-1 to Bournemouth, was 3-1. Was this game, but it was 0-0. Quite boring, to be honest. There wasn't that many chances. Pookie's fizzling out a bit. Started strongly and didn't finish that well. Do you know what I mean? Next game I was close with, actually. It was one of the only two I was close with, as you can see from here. Was Aston Villa Brighton. I thought Villa would win. You know, they're a solid team, compact at home. Not got an easy tie this week, but I did think they were going to win, and they did. And they won 2-1. Admittedly, I thought it would be 1-0, but I knew it was going to be a tight game with Villa. With Villa winning, they won it in the last minute. A lovely play from Jack Grealish to bring it down, and then he slid through Matt Target. Chelsea Newcastle. I thought this was going to be a hammering. I think Chelsea have been looking really good under Lampard. I think he's going to get them top four. I think he's on a project. I think he's doing a lot like Klopp was. Like Klopp was at Liverpool. I think Lampard's going to take Chelsea places. Personally, I was expected that they won 1-0 because I thought they'd win a bit more. I thought Tammy Abraham, Adoy, Mount, they've been in fine form recently, but you know, a win's a win. They won. And Leicester City, I thought they were going to brush aside Burnley, and to be honest, they shouldn't even have won. Burnley disallowed a goal that just wasn't a foul, and this does bring in VAR and its controversies. Should it be here? Shouldn't it? Who knows? But yeah, I predicted a 3-0 win. Leicester won. They're looking fine. Leicester. Another one where I got close. Unpredicted, as you can see here. Only 6% of players predicted a draw. 2%. 90% got this one wrong. Well, 93. I think Watford were in trouble, but Tottenham were also in trouble. So as a result, I knew Tottenham were I knew Tottenham were going to scrape a result, but I didn't think they'd win. I didn't think they were good enough to win. Again, if you check VAR, Vertonghen's tackle on De La Feu, should it have been a penalty for me? That's a penalty. But again, the VAR controversy. I'll be going to more controversy with the next match of Wolves, Southampton. Jimenez could have easily had a hat-trick. He had one that was a handball disallowed. Then he had another one where Cutrone was offside. But he was just offside. It was his foot. Was offside. And you'll think that could easily been a Wolves victory, but it wasn't. Southampton. I don't know about Southampton. I think that Ralph Hasenhüttl, something like that. I think he's a good manager. I think he'll take the places. I really do. I think he's gonna do well for them. City Palace. I predicted City would win 4-0. They won 2, but yeah, not really not really a surprise personally. I always thought City were going to win. It's Palace. They're not very good. Alright, they're good. They're alright against smaller teams, but against bigger teams, they're not very good. Then Sunday's match, which was Man United Liverpool. I predicted a 3-0 win to Liverpool because I thought they were going to wipe the floor with United. And to be honest, they shouldn't even have got a draw. Poor defending from Rojo and Ashley Young that led to Liverpool's goal. But apart from that, I thought United were the better team. They should have won. They didn't, but they should have. Then Sheffield Arsenal. I was right about the result. But wasn't right about which team too. I knew it was going to be a tight game. Sheffield United are a very good side. I'm predicting them to stay up comfortably this year. Yeah, I'm predicting them to stay up comfortably this year. I think they will. Chris Wilder, talented manager. I think they've got a very good system with the 3-5-2. Got some excellent players. Sheffield United. Yeah, Arsenal. To be honest, I think Sheffield deserved to win that. I don't know. Arsenal weren't amazing. Sheffield weren't amazing. Pepe missed a sitter. Probably should have scored that, but I don't know. It was a tricky game, that game. On to this week's match in round 10. So I've already whacked in predictions. So Southampton and Leicester, which is tonight, as you can see recording tonight, is I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw. I think it will be a 2-2 draw. I do, like I say, Hassan Huttle, I think it is. Yeah, that's his name. I think he, like I say, good manager. I do think. Sorry, I'm just a bit tired. I do think he's a good manager. Can I go 92? Yeah, I can go 92. Yeah, I do think. It'll be a draw. I don't think any team will win. Leicester are a good side. Will they make top 4? They're challenged for it, and they might do. And then the early kick-off tomorrow is City Villa. That's going to be a comfortable win for City. I know they they can screw up little teams, but they don't usually screw up at home. And in truth, Aston Villa, for me, I think Villa will go down. I don't think maybe they won't. If you look at the table, they're currently in 12th on 11 points. Maybe they won't go down, but I don't know. I think I expect City to comfortably win this. I think it'll be a bit like Watford. Trying to keep the pressure on Liverpool, league leaders Liverpool. Brighton, Everton, bit of a boring game, to be honest. 1-1. I don't really think either side will dominate. I think it will be. I think it'll just be one of them games. I think it'll be quite boring to watch, to be honest. I mean, obviously I'll watch it on Match of the Day. I don't think there'll be much action. Everton need to sack Silva. Brighton will go around the Potter. They're around that zone along with Man United. It's just funny to say, to be honest. They're around that zone with United and that lot. But we'll see what happens. Watford versus Bournemouth. Obviously, Watford the only team not to have a win in the league this season so far. And Bournemouth have only kept one clean sheet, which was last week. And to be honest, I see it being another 0-0 ball draw. I really do. I think Bournemouth could easily win this. But they've had a bit of poor run. They've not been scoring much late. Like they didn't score last week against a poor Norwich side. Trying to think about the weeks before that. No, I can't think that far back. Bournemouth, I think it'll be a 0-0 draw. I think Watford I think Watford are very bad, and I think they're going to finish bottom. They are going to finish bottom. They're in a mess. Sacked the manager after 4 games to hire him with a manager that they've already previously sacked. It smacks of desperation to me, and unfortunately desperation usually goes down. I thought the 3 teams to go down this year were Watford, Villa and Newcastle, personally, and that wasn't at the start. It took me a while to think about Watford. After 4 games I came to that conclusion. West Ham Sheffield be a good game this, hopefully. Lots of goals. 2-2 West Ham are good at home, obviously beat United there. I think they've only lost to City. Okay, so let's check these. I don't know how to do this. Obviously at home, alright, they lost to Palace 2-1 at home. Well, I can't remember. I'm trying to think back to that now. They're on a bit of a running form, but I think they'll snap out of this with a draw. Sheffield United obviously coming off the back of the Arsenal win. They'll be well drilled and ready for it. So yeah, I think Sheffield United will win this. Burnley and Chelsea. I expect an upset here. I think Burnley will win this. The evening kick-off for Saturday. I think Burnley will win this. I think they're not the best. Chelsea are good, but they're gonna have to lose, and I think the young side that he fields, cause it depends if he goes with Giroud or Abraham. Lampard, personally for me, I know you should give youngsters a chance, but I'd probably go Giroud, give him a chance again. I don't want to put too much pressure on Abraham, but I think a well-drilled Burnley side will come up against Chelsea, and I think Chelsea will lose this, actually 1-0 to Burnley. Newcastle Wolves, I think it's going to be 0-0 again. Another 0-0. I think it's going to be a bit boring, but Newcastle don't look like they've got any goals in them. On Wolves just don't look with it this year. Obviously, playing, they are in the Europa League, aren't they? I think I'm pretty sure they're in the Europa League. I'm not certain though. And it's taken a toll. They've only won 2 games all season. Alright, they've been recently against City and they're doing against City and Watford. I personally see it being a draw. Arsenal, Palace, I see Arsenal bouncing back from the loss against Sheffield. Palace, what happened last week? They lost to City, but that was expected. I see Arsenal bouncing back and getting a 3-1 win. I do see Palace scoring though. Palace are a good side, and this will really be a test for Arsenal's top 4 contentions. If they want to be challenging the top 4, they need to be winning this, because ironically Palace are looking like they might get Europe this season. Palace and Leicester could realistically break into the top 6, and these are the last 2 games, aren't they? I think, pretty sure. Yeah, last 2 games. Liverpool winning this. Tottenham have nothing in them, no fight, no desire. All the players want to go. They should have had a massive clear out in the summer after the Champions League final. They didn't. Alright, they strengthened, but they didn't sell what needed to be sold, in my opinion. As a result, I think Liverpool will win this quite comfortably 2-0. They'll bounce back after the disappointing show at Old Trafford, and I could see it. To be honest, this could genuinely be 3, 4, 5, 6, but I'm gonna go 2, because I think Liverpool at home are class, but I can just see them grinding out a result here to try and get another 3 points on the board. Yeah, and I can see Liverpool winning this one comfortably. Norwich, Man United. Now, surely, without any central defenders, Man United should be beating Norwich. I've just not got that. United are poor going forward. They're not. They have lapses of concentration at the back, which leads to goals. I don't think sacking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the right thing, though. I will be honest. I think they have to keep with him, allow him to make mistakes, allow him to get time, allow him to get the plays that he wants. As you can see, they've won. They do tend to do alright in the big ones. They did alright against Arsenal. They did alright against Liverpool. They beat Leicester. They beat Chelsea. And you're probably thinking, what's the significance of that? They're 4 top teams that all realistically are going for top 4. this year. So they 1-2 draw 2 against top 4 contenders. It's the little teams. Can they start to beat the West Hams? Can they start to beat the Newcastles, Southamptons, Crystal Palaces, Wolves? Can they start to do that? And that's when they'll start challenging. And again, that's why I just don't see them winning. I think, alright, they won midweek against Belgrade, but they were poor. They only had 1 shot on target, and that was a penalty. So that's it, innit? Yeah, let me know your scores of what games you think is going to be. Let me know any upsets that you think, and yeah, just get commenting in the comments. And yes, see you guys next time.